Hey guys, Kay here. Today we're playing Reflections of the Void. We're the housekeeper of a place and we have instructions on a tablet. We can choose to follow it or ignore it. So let's jump right in. Day 1. The curse sound won't stop only when I fully wake up. My mother usually scolded me when I didn't wake up for a long time, and now I could get up whenever I want if it weren't for... Speaking of my mother, how long have I been living alone? 10 years? Somewhere around here is a notebook where I keep track of the days. Find the notebook. Okay, we can zoom in, zoom out. Pretty neat. I see a piece of paper. Oh, that's the notebook. 12 whole years. I didn't think I'd be alone for that long. I need to finish all the routine tasks before time runs out. If only I knew where I left the tablet. Okay, we gotta find our iPad. Right here. 03, 10, 2095. 11, clean the rooms. Empty. Okay, so there are a lot of rooms. Collect the blood from room 235. So somebody's in room 235 for sure. We're feeding, we're collecting blood. Sustenance ration. A sustenance ration for 321. Blood collection for 235. Today I'll have to deal with those who caused me the most trouble. Fine, if I don't get the job done, it will be much worse for me. I might not see tomorrow. Okay, cleaning and blood collection. Leave the room. That's our room. This appears to be the kitchen, but I don't think we're doing that yet. Cleaning is available. Blood collection. Okay. There's some girl here. Can I talk to her? No? Alright, let's clean. For many years, I found cleaning to be something calming. Thoughts would fade away and my mind would become quiet. But now, as soon as I take the mop in my hands, I feel weakness and discomfort, as if my whole body's resisting this task. Sometimes I wonder, could it have been different? Blood collection. If I break the order of instructions, my life could change drastically. It's available though. Unavailable. Okay. Let's clean. There's some lady in here. Cleaning. Number 235 loses more hair each day than anyone. Perhaps her time is nearing. Okay, they're definitely sick or something. Number 235. Today I need to collect blood. Please come forward and extend your arm. What day is it today? Does it matter what? Let's just... She's just asking what day it is. We can tell her today's your 6,600th day of life. I feel like if we disregard what she says and be a little bit rude, it might just make it a little more complicated. So, in the next few days, I'll be able to leave here. Were you told when exactly? According to my calculations, I should have left about a month ago. Apologies, however, I have the same information as you. I will inform you when the time comes. I understand you. Alright, I'll just roll up my sleeve now. Collect blood. Deliver the blood. Place the test tube in teleporter. What the hell? Very futuristic. Some of the furniture though that we have is kind of dated, so it's not meshing too well. Got Jack Skellington looking painting here. Kind of weird. Alright, clean and blood collection. let's clean. No one resides here. Should I even bother cleaning? You know what? Let's just clean it. No one has been here for a long time. It looks like they'll bring me a new word tomorrow. Okay. Better to have it prepared. 2 eyeballs. This is the 4th room. Clean. It's clean here, and I wouldn't want to place any of my future words here. This room is frightening. I've never understood the purpose of these black glass squares. Probably so they don't look at themselves. Might have like some kind of freak out. 321, cleaning is available. Okay, we got some dude here cleaning. I shouldn't be cleaning here today, and I really don't want to deal with the aggression of 321 again. Okay, this guy's aggressive. Let's just leave. We can check which room, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, 552 is where we need to clean, so. We have some ill-looking kid here. Number 552 never spoke to me first and always responded curtly and with one-word answers. It seemed like he didn't hate me, unlike the others. Time to collect the food for the wards. The kitchen is probably ready by now. Okay, kitchen is right here. I must deliver the sustenance ration to number 321. Alright, I'll deliver the standard meals to the others. I'll eat once I've finished my remaining task. Number 321, today you have the sustenance ration scheduled. Leave it and get out, bastard. There's still the standard menu to hand out to the other wards. I'm so hungry. Finally, I can eat. I haven't tried the food for my wards, but based on the smell, they seem to choose better ingredients for me. Of course, they need me to perform well and not collapse before my time. I finished my tasks faster than usual. I need to go to sleep. Though if I do, another meaningless day will start the moment I open my eyes. Maybe I should try taking a look outside? No, I can't. The rules don't say that I can go beyond the house's grounds. And where would I go? There's nothing out there. Mother said that in the fog, there's only emptiness. And in emptiness, yeah, maybe it's better I just go to sleep. I mean, it seems like we've been here for way too long, so let's go beyond the house. We've been treating these patients or whatever for such a long time, I don't see the point of staying. As expected, it's nothing but fog. Will I be safe if I stop in this grey mist? Let's keep going. I've never broken the rules of the house. I never even considered disobeying Mother, not once in my life. I think Mother might send something after us. But when I became the keeper of this house and saw so many people, they all acted irrationally, trying to make their lives easier through trickery, as if a magnet was pulling them toward breaking the rules. Such thoughts were foreign to me. Until recently, it's as if I started to understand my words and began adopting some of their traits. It's stupid, isn't it? It's strange. I felt energetic until I left the house. Maybe it's the fresh air affecting me, or the long walk. How long have I been walking now? The darkness quickly began to engulf the tree branches and the ground. Even the fog vanished in the gloom. I never thought night could fall so fast. Damn, I can't catch my breath to keep going. I need to rest. Oh, did we faint and end up at the house again? Yeah. My head is pounding, and why am I in my room? It felt like just a minute ago I was walking through the forest and it got dark. I don't understand. Maybe it was all just a dream? Sometimes all the days blur into one, and only the nasty sound outside the window reminds me that a new day has begun. Okay, gotta clean rooms, pick up the cargo in the basement, feeding, okay. We have just one new task. Where's the basement? The works of Francisco de Vero were discovered in an abandoned house. All of his paintings gained popularity except for one, Bloody Sunset. In the same house, a journal of the artist was found, in which he wrote that every morning he woke up and noticed that one of the tombstones had changed its position. This painting is known as The Last Pleas. It's said to have been created after a mysterious incident at an old asylum for the insane. It is rumored that in a single night all the patients vanished without a trace, leaving behind only handprints on the walls. Very creepy. Just the kitchen. I don't think we're giving rations yet, but we can clean. Let's do that. Today I found something odd in one of the books. Want to see it? Yeah, why not? Here, take it. I don't know who wrote this, but it sounds creepy. My prayers only protected me. I've been locked up here for so long. There's neither food nor water left. A torturous death. A punishment for praying only for my own salvation. Forgetting about my family. I can't escape from here. I don't want to give these bastards the satisfaction. I'm considering ending the pain myself. I never sinned before, fearing the hell, but it has come right here. It seems this was written by someone who lived here long before us. Death has never scared me. My mother killed that fear in me when I was very young. I don't think there's blood collection for her, no? Is available at 454. Just feeding, yeah, okay. 235 is just sustenance ration. This doesn't need cleaning though, does it? Oh, whoops, cleaning, yeah. Oh, okay, I can scroll quicker. I didn't know that. Alright, let's clean. 235 was the oldest of all my wards, and also the most distrustful, which caused me no small amount of trouble. I won't finish all the tasks if I keep cleaning. It's time to move on to the next points. Blood collection 321 seems to be pretty important, so my only concern is, are they gonna get mad if I don't get them food? 321, today I need to take your blood. Please come forward and extend your arm. Just do your job and leave. I can't stand the sight of you. Collect. Deliver. Okay. Leave the room. I need to go down the basement and pick up the cargo. It can't stay there for too long. No matter how many times I come down here, that awful stench of mold and burnt flesh still hits me. It feels like it's getting worse with each passing year. Usually there were no issues when receiving the cargo, but the last time I did this was so long ago. I'm starting to feel nervous. The cargo usually arrives in this box. Open the box. What? This isn't a child. I had never received a cargo older than 14 years. Her face, unlike the others, showed no trace of fear. The corners of her lips were turned down, and her eyes held a sad resignation. It was as if she knew why she had been brought here and how would it all end, but that was impossible. No one knew. Get me out of here, my whole body is numb. Stunned by how soft yet authoritative her voice sounded, I silently obeyed. After all, I was supposed to release her and settle her into one of the rooms. It was part of my job. When the rope was untied and I helped the girl climb out of the crate, she suddenly froze, curiously examining the dark basement. In similar situations with other wards, I had felt more confident. I tried to reassure them so they could accept their temporary stay here. But she clearly didn't need my support, and in fact, didn't even look in my direction, her attention fully absorbed by the old walls of the basement. Maybe she's been here before. Follow me, I'll show you your room. You can rest and recover from the long transport. Okay, so our name is Nova. I had said this phrase many times. After that, the settling in procedure always went the same. But the girl didn't move. The only light source in the dark basement began to flicker. and for a moment, total darkness descended. Die, you damn keeper. Oh boy, she took advantage of the faulty lighting and approached me so quickly that I didn't even have time to blink. In the next seconds, I saw the blade of a knife about to sink into my chest. Try to dodge? I jumped back, painfully hitting the back of my head against the wall. The girl froze for a moment as if not expecting me to see her as a real threat. Keepers are afraid of death. What a surprise. Should I not be? She looked surprised and seemed to find the situation amusing. We can say, where do you get the knife or you won't harm me? Where did you get the knife? What about you? Where do you get the knife? I don't have a knife, or you didn't answer the question. Say I don't have a knife? I don't think I have a knife, no? The girl sighed. She grabbed the blade of the knife and handed it to me, giving a slight nod, signaling that I could take it. Now you have one. Let's go. You said you wanted to show me the room. Take the knife and leave the basement? What the hell's this all about? Okay, at least we have a knife now. Ward forced me to break my own rules. I couldn't restrain myself, forgetting the professional, measured tone I'm supposed to maintain. I wonder why, unlike the other wards, she liked it? Or is this some other reason why the girl decided to give me the knife? You can settle into your new room. Hey, wait, where are you going? We haven't finished talking yet. We can say, Ward, I have a lot of work to do. Please forgive me, but I must continue. Do you have any questions about your stay here or leave silently? Let's say that we have a lot of work to do. Or no, let's ask if she has any questions regarding her stay. Yes, and a lot of it. I'm listening. When will dinner be? Soon. Can't wait. Can I leave this room? The atmosphere here is terribly depressing. It seemed as if the ward had just been born yesterday. Her question sounded as though she had never been informed about the local rules and their purpose. No, leaving the room is forbidden. Didn't anyone explain the rules to you? I mean, there's just fog and mist outside. Where the hell are they gonna go? Maybe a long time ago. Could you remind me? Why can't I leave this room? A triumphant smile played on her face and her eyes sparkled with curiosity. I was willing to bet that the girl knew the answers to all her questions. Maybe she was testing to see if my words matched those of her previous keeper. I don't care, guys, we're gonna break the rules. Human contact is prohibited because it affects personal growth, behavior, and emotional state. As long as it is not proven that the ward's psyche is stable and fully formed, they will remain in isolation, studying the required literature. As soon as it is decided that the ward has successfully completed all stages, the keeper will send them to the new world, where they will be able to reap the benefits of their long labor and training. In case of any rule violations, the length of stay in the keeper's house may be extended, or the ward may be transferred to the house for rule breakers, where living conditions are much worse. I would like to remind you that after being reassigned to the house for rule breakers, it is unlikely that you will be able to leave and you will most likely stay there. I noticed that with each well-rehearsed word, the ward gradually lost interest. Her gaze wandered lazily around the room and her hand repeatedly reached for her mouth in an attempt to hide a yawn. Wow. The girl beamed when she realized my monologue was over. I didn't know you could talk for so long. Looks like I need to ask more specific questions, but I don't want to hear the same rehearsed answer. She rolled her eyes with an air of superiority and sighed loudly. If you don't tell anyone I left this room, how would they know? No one had ever asked about something like this before. The ward seemed as if she wanted to announce her intention to break the rules, and I was supposed to cover for her. Firstly, if I break the rules, I could lose my position in this house. Secondly, they would find out about such a significant violation anyway, and I would be killed. After all, why does this girl think I would break the rules for her? We can say I'm not going to break the rules to help you, or they'll definitely find out about the escape. Say they'll definitely find out about the escape. That was the point of my question. How will they find out? Sooner or later, they always find out. The word sighed in disappointment. Go get the food. I won't get an answer from you anyway. Okay, let's leave the room, get the food. Here is her profile, female 24. The subject demonstrates an extremely high level of intelligence, low cortisol levels in the blood. She's physically strong and resilient with no cardiovascular diseases identified and no infections present. Note, the subject exhibits propensity for deceit and cunning. Due to her high intellectual capabilities, she is able to easily mislead others. She tends to engage in manipulative behavior. Recommendations: it is advised to avoid direct interaction with the subject and to disregard any questions posed. I mean, I kinda do want to just break out of here. We've been here way too long. What's the point if we stay here? The report on the case of 555 only confirmed my suspicions that she was not to be trusted. I needed to ignore any attempts to start a conversation. It was time to go get the food. 555 looked exhausted despite her upbeat tone. I had to hurry. But first, I had to write the number on the plaque, 555. For the first time, I had been assigned a ward with that number. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were probably one of the wards here, but we were a little bit more well behaved, so we got promoted. Oh, I didn't realize at first that this was printing out food. I must hurry to deliver the food on time. My own dinner, as usual, can wait. Even though I'm unbearably hungry, a keeper's needs should never take priority. My main task is to follow instructions precisely. I need to bring the sustenance ration to number 235. That is my duty. I shouldn't question it, but wouldn't it make more sense to take it to number 555 instead? It seemed like she needed it more than the others. Do we follow instructions, or let's deliver it to somebody else to 555? She just got here. I'm gonna break all the rules. You have broken the rules. This will lead to irreversible consequences in the plot. Okay. Our goal is to just progress forward and get the hell out of here. She's gone? 555 decided to break the rules and leave her room. Hey, if she's breaking the rules, we're breaking it too. I should press the red button, but if I do, they'll have to find her and send her back to the basement. Everyone I take there is taken away and never returns. Don't press it, screw it. I hope the New World's government doesn't find out about the violation. I need to get 555 back to her room, but if the breach is already known, I'll be the one punished. Obviously, as a keeper, I'll be eliminated. Search the house. Leave the room. Not here. Did the objects around the room change? I think they did. Okay, let's go back to her room, I guess. There she is. 555, you broke the rules. Do you understand what will happen if they find out? The girl yawned. She slowly got up from the bed and walked over to me. And what's going to happen to me, Keeper? You'll be sent to the house for rule breakers. Oh, how scary. She probably already broke the rules before. She doesn't care. She smirked, but then she sighed as she noticed the tension on my face, as if realizing that, to me, this wasn't a joke. I mean, we tried to break the rule yesterday. She might even know about that. Alright, sorry, you look so serious. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. I don't understand why you're so upset. And which rule exactly did I break? I'm upset because I was worried. Or, what do you mean? Didn't you know you weren't allowed to leave your room? I'm upset because I was worried. You were worried about a mere word you've only known for a few hours? The girl fell silent, her expression turning serious as she waited for me to respond. When I decided against pressing the red button, I just didn't want her to be punished. If the New World government finds out you broke the rules, you'll be punished. So will I, because I didn't report you. Interesting. She didn't say anything more despite my confession. It was obviously foolish to admit to Ward that the keeper was breaking the rules for her. Maybe I said it that way in the hope that 555 would appreciate the gesture. We stood in silence for a while, facing each other. 555 didn't look happy. If anything, she looked puzzled. I'll tell you a secret, Keeper. I've been here the whole time, in this room. I never left. And you, since I was assigned to this room, have entered it for the first time. Moreover, Moreover, haven't you wondered why none of your wards leave their rooms? Because they're so honest? They don't want to break the rules? Was 555 hinting that I had lost my mind? Or was she trying to tell me something I didn't know? There's a lot of information in 555's file. For example, how well she manipulates people and leads them astray. We can say I'm not crazy and I know what I saw. You can try to surprise me with new stories, but that doesn't change the fact that you're guilty. Or we can say I really thought wards followed the rules, but I'm looking forward to learning something new. Let's say that. I don't think you're ready for that. She sighed and shifted her gaze to the food that had been in my hands the whole time. By the way, I know this food wasn't meant for me. I still don't understand why you show me this favor. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually, but right now? The girl took the food from my hands and quietly said, "Don't break the rules out of pity. In the end, none of the people in this house will pity you." I'm just looking for a way to get out of here, so if you know something, tell me. There's still the standard meal to hand out to the other wards. I'm so hungry. Finally, I can eat. Today I'm more exhausted than usual. I guess those long conversations with 555 really drained me. Time to sleep. Go beyond the house. It feels like just yesterday that I stepped outside breaking the rules. But was that even possible? How did I end up back in my room? Who carried me here after I fell asleep? And why did I even fall asleep on the cold, damp ground, surrounded by trees and mist? Keep going. I've always tried to follow the rules, to diligently carry out my duties. But maybe it's all pointless. Survival itself. What's the purpose of suffering day after day? Living according to someone else's design. For what? Just to live a life you don't even want? A damn endless cycle. Keep going. Mother always said that there was nothing in the mist. That beyond this house, there was nowhere I could go on my own since childhood. I was taught that breaking the rules meant punishment, and there was only ever one punishment, death. Hey, we haven't died yet, but what if that's a lie? What if they're just trying to scare me to make me their obedient slave? Yesterday, if my memory serves me right, I broke the rules. At the very least, I stepped beyond the house's boundaries, and now I'm doing it again. And I'm still alive. Maybe I can just leave this place and go to the new world? No. What about my wards? I still don't know what will happen to them if I leave. Abandoning them without knowing whether they will survive would be reckless and selfish. At the very least, I need to find answers before I go. Maybe 555 knew something about the new world, though I have no idea how to even talk to someone like her. I can never tell if she's joking or being serious, if she's insane or just too smart. Damn, this drowsiness again, just like yesterday, which means what happened yesterday wasn't a dream. That means someone must have brought me home, but that's impossible. No one except 321 has the strength to do that, and 321 would never leave his room, let alone carry me back. If none of the wards did it, then that means something else is out there in the forest. Someone who knew exactly which room to bring me to. Someone who was clearly watching me and maybe still is. That thought sent a chill through me. Oh, there's a red butterfly, what the hell? Can't click it. That thought sent a chill through me. The wind picked up and the mist grew thicker. I felt myself trembling as goosebumps spread across my arms. I'll return to my wards later. I will never abandon them, but I need to find at least one answer. Maybe I can figure out what lies beyond the forest. Maybe I'll get to see the new world. I just have to stay awake this time. I need to keep myself together. Why the hell's the butterfly right there? Tomorrow I'll try to find out what 555 knows about the new world and its government. What was that? Maybe it's the one who carried me to bed? We can say, is someone there? You don't have to hide, I won't hurt you. Or go back. Let's go with the first option. Guess I imagined it. Keep going. Butterfly's gone. Oh! Jesus Christ, what the hell? It's like a zombie or something. Step closer. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay, so there are some ghouls in the the woods or whatever. I just saw a woman or a monster, and now I'm in my room. From the way I feel, I haven't slept all night. It's like someone teleported me here. Fear still accompanied every moment I made. My hands were shaking, and I almost dropped the tablet. I've always considered testing a pointless endeavor. I was never informed of the test results, and I couldn't understand what they were trying to determine with their questions. Jeez, there's just so much to do. Besides, after tonight, I'm not sure my mind is functioning properly. Either I really am losing my mind, or monsters exist and they live in the forest. Sounds insane, but I'm sure I left the house. I was attacked by a ghost or a monster, and then I opened my eyes and found myself back in my room. Maybe that's why the rules say you can't leave the house? Is the New World's government trying to keep us safe this way? Alright, I won't leave the house for now, but I need to figure out where the ghosts in the forest are coming from, and why the New World's government isn't doing anything about them. Damn, I hope I'm not losing my mind. I hope the incidents in the forest won't affect my test results. I never thought about what would happen if I failed it. Maybe I'll find out today. Before testing the wards, I need to clean the rooms 555 and 552. Okay, let's clean those two rooms. The dark, ragged shadow fused into reality, scratched at the door with translucent fingers. The air quivered, saturated with the stench of decaying flesh. Her sobs still trembled in my ears, even as she vanished, as if she had never been here at all. I knew it was over, but fear wouldn't let go. What if I'm starting to see what isn't there? I need to pull myself together. I must have been so scared in the forest that my mind decided to mess with me again. Just imagine you never went to the forest and never saw that ghost. Okay, let's clean. Why did 555 make such a mess? So many books on the floor. She likes reading. Pick up the books. What is this? Next keeper. Listen carefully. First, my notes are hidden in the forest. Don't go too far. They're behind the second tree to the right of the house. That's the only place where they won't find them. Second, you need to find a way to escape from here. Third, the wards sent to the basement die, but don't even think about saving them. Without a solid plan, you won't stand a chance. You'll be the first to die, and a new keeper will take your place. One who will send everyone to their deaths. My hands trembled as I read. A sharp pain clenched my chest, and I forced myself to take deep breaths, trying to steady myself. All these years cleaning this room, and I had never once come across this cursed note. If this really was a message from the previous keeper, then I had sent 6 children to their deaths. I had to find the records it mentioned. Maybe the last keeper had figured out how to stop all of this. Maybe he knew how to escape the house. But how was I supposed to get to the forest? If reading or cleaning makes you pull faces like that, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. 555 interrupted my thoughts, her voice tinged with concern as she met my gaze. What does it say? It said that all my words were dying. I couldn't tell her that, not yet. First, I needed to verify everything, to find the previous keeper's notes, to figure out a way to escape this house. She might be the previous keeper, for all I know. And I had to say 555. Okay, we can go with just a note from a ward who used to live here, or it's a note from the previous keeper, or maybe just someone's idea of a joke. There's nothing important written here. We can go with the first option. Was it a girl? 555's tone was laced with mockery. The question itself made my face heat up, as if I had anything to be embarrassed about, as if I was actually worried that she might think that way. Did she leave you love letters? She laughed. My words have no gender. As a keeper, I'm not allowed to feel emotions. So there was a girl. We just felt emotions. It doesn't matter what the rules are. It depends how you act. So there was a girl. You're just refusing to admit that you're capable of feelings. 555 laughed again. First of all, there are only children here. Second, if I understand correctly, you're referring to romantic emotions. Beyond the New World, they are forbidden. Besides, love hasn't served a purpose in a long time. It used to exist to help people choose a mate and reproduce. Women don't give birth anymore. The concept of family only exists in old books. I was irritated, though I didn't know why. My voice grew louder, sharper, and I quickly fell silent, realizing I was out of line. For a moment, 555 just stared at me, caught off guard. Then, in a quiet voice, she said, "My mother gave birth to me herself. Without technology, not everything in this world is the way you think it is." The voice wavered slightly on the word mother. For once, 555 seemed to be losing her composure. I was stunned, caught off guard, looking into her eyes. I hesitated to ask about her mother. I was afraid if I pushed too far, 555 would completely lose control, and I would see her cry. It was hard to believe that women in our world had ever given birth on their own. My mother used to tell me otherwise, and when I really thought about it, the one I called mother was just a woman who fed me and taught me. Sometimes I remembered her with a sense of longing. Other times I was relieved to be alone, but never once had my voice wavered when I spoke about my past. "I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was taught something completely different." "If you had been taught otherwise, why did you believe me so readily? You're so naive, it pisses me off." "So, you made it up?" She crossed her arms and shook her head in irritation. "You're unbelievably annoying, Keeper. I've had enough of your questions already. Figure it out yourself, whether I was telling the truth or not." Okay, so we can go with, "Sorry, I just tend to take people at their word since I'm never given any proof either way," or "Leave the room." Let's go with this. 555 let out a sharp exhale. Forget it. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't have gone with that choice. God damn it. Alright, let's see what else we have to do. Testing of wards. Now I have to clean up. What? Okay, we gotta clean up first. My head hurts. Uh-oh. The last words about his pain hung in the air, a whistle of a blade, and it was over in an instant. Blood spread across the floor, and his dead eyes, staring into nothingness, caught me off guard, as if he was still trying to say something. I needed to pull myself together and go to rooms 454 and 552 to give the tablets to the ward so they could take their tests. Okay, yep, that was definitely in our head. 454, 5, what was that again? 552. Okay, 454. Start the test. 454, today I need you to deliver your test. You need to take it now. Okay, testing. Everything's ready. This is a new test, one that's never been given before. Was it difficult? Some of the images remind me of something I've never seen before, but I can't remember where, so I just guessed. I hope I didn't fail. Oh, what the hell's the point of all this? Okay, 552. Test. 552. Today I need you to deliver your test. You need to take it now. I think I failed it. Will this affect my personal file? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure that this will harm your status in the new world. Why do you think you failed? I still hadn't found any confirmation of the words from that note. I hoped it was all a lie, just like what happened to me in the forest. Well, I'm not very good with pictures. I don't understand what these abstractions could be connected to. I don't think you need to worry. After all, the result isn't as important as understanding the changes in your emotional state and intellect. I understand. Thank you. Now it's my turn to take the test. It would be interesting to see how the government of the New World uses the obtained data. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'll be able to concentrate better in my own room. It's not safe for me to be here. Okay, let's go to our room. Take the test. Keeper's test 0 out of 10. This is a human is a safe option. Face. Hands. This wasn't the painting that was out there. This looks like kind of looks like a dolphin, but a shadow is a very safe option. We'll just say dolphin. A very weird one, a field, landscape, cemetery, birds. Landscape is a safe option. Man in hat, confession, death. I do see a sort of two eyes here. It looks like a man with a bamboo hat, sort of, but a small one. Yeah, we'll go with this. Spider. This looks like a weird spider to me. I don't know. We'll just say portrait. Can't tell if this is a creature or anything. It does have the shape of a person, so I'd just say woman, creature. What the hell's this part here? We'll say woman, whatever. Angel, demon. This looks more like a bunch of corpses, maybe. Legs. They're armless though, but I'll just say demon, whatever. I see a little crab right here with 2 claws coming up. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. We'll say insect. The test is complete and will be sent for review. Okay, it's time to say goodbye to 321. I sincerely hope that the note was a lie, but even if it wasn't, what can I do? If I don't send him to the basement, I'll probably be killed. No one dies. How do I not send him to the basement? I don't want a single person. Uh-oh. Here goes another vision. You are dead. Wait. What? The vegetation surrounding the keeper's homes had been altered on a molecular level, leading to the release of a toxic substance similar to the alkaloids produced by fungi of the Claviceps genus. The trees and shrubs became infected with a modified fungus that adapted to symbiosis with plants, allowing it to spread the toxin through the air. I broke a lot of rules, but this doesn't exactly explain why I was killed. The toxin accumulates in the body, causing psycho-emotional disorders. In the early stages, paranoia and confusion set in, with hallucinations, disorientation, and dizziness appearing as the dose increases. In rare cases, lethal poisoning is possible. Dr. L's note. In the end, we all became trees. Okay, I'm cool with that. You answered 235. What? Refused to answer. You went outside. You've broken the rules. I don't care if I break the rules. What's the point of all this? We can actually, if we follow all the rules, we'll survive. But, yeah, I guess if we do survive, all of the patients are gonna die and the cycle just continues. What I got from the game is that it's basically about a group of people who are thrown in an asylum. If you really want to put it in its most realistic fashion, yeah, every single day, it's just the same thing over and over. It's a pointless, endless cycle. So the only way to escape the cycle of insanity is to break the rules and escape the asylum. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Link to the game will be in the description. Other than that, take it easy.